For practice today, I would like to focus on making this a gift to you all. And so that requires all of us to work together and you all to truly take into account that this is a gift to you. So I know I say this every class, but really, truly do what feels good to your body today. And I'll give options in different poses. Play around with that. Play it out like, oh yeah, this would feel much better this morning. So that when you walk out of here, you feel like you gave yourself a bit of a workout, a bit of a massage, an absolute rejuvenation when you get out of here. So that's the ultimate goal. And whatever else you need to sprinkle in there is up to you. So with that in mind, find a comfortable seat here on your mat. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to shift around for a few moments, eventually settling into a comfortable seat. And then begin by deepening your breath. Turning on that Ujjayi pranayama. Really filling yourself up with fresh air on each inhale. And balancing that with an equally strong, intentional exhale. And as you lay this foundation for your practice this morning, ask yourself if there's anything specific that would be supportive or helpful to weave in as part of your intention. So we'll collectively work with this gift that we're giving ourselves, this time, this energy, this space on our mat. But if there's something else that's calling to you, something else that brought you to your mat this morning, weave that in as well. Taking just a few more breaths, setting up your practice. Take a really big breath in. At the top, hold full. Lengthen up to the crown of your head, stretch through the core. And as you feel ready, exhale out the mouth, let it go. Yeah, that much again, huge deep breath in. At the top, holding full. As you're ready, exhale out the mouth, let it release. Beautiful. Do that 3 more times at your own pace. After that 3rd round, come back to your Ujjayi breath. That slow, smooth whisper in through the nose, out through the nose. Begin to link in some movement with that breath. So it could be as subtle as twisting side to side, opening and closing the jaw, maybe rolling through the wrists. about 3 or so more breaths, just shifting and moving here. And coming back through center, we're going to pick up the legs, set the soles of your feet down on the ground in front of you. Get a little windshield wiper action here, moving side to side, hips opening up a little bit through the low back. And coming back through center, pick up the left leg, cross it up and over the right. And getting a little bit deeper into the hips here, you can start to walk that right heel in, lifting through the heart here. If movement feels good, you can continue that here. Little half windshield wiper. Then coming back through center, stack that left leg over the right. Now if this feels like too much, you have that option to place a prop under the knee or just simply work with cross legs. Right hand comes out in line with the hip. Inhale, left arm extends tall. Exhale, reach up and over for your side. Draw this right shoulder down and away, and then reach long to the left hand. Creating all this space along the left side body. Expanding all the way up into the armpit. On your exhale, lower that left hand down. So you're in a bit of a twist and a side bend. Now you can pick how deep you want to go here. If it feels too much, you can come upright and work with a twist, sitting upright. Or maybe you can bring the back of your arm, the tricep, to the foot and start to turn this more into a fold. So going to a depth that feels good to you. And very intentionally expand the breath into this left side of the low back, kidneys. It's a really cleansing pose, especially if you've been engaging in some holiday festivities. Take a few more breaths here. Shifting into a neck stretch, take that left arm, wrap it up and around. Bring it about 6 inches to a foot above the ground. Let your head live when I'm teaching. Seriously, Mom. Relax your head, relax through the jaw. It's because she does yoga at noon on Wednesdays. This class. All right, reach through that left hand, come back up through center. Then you're gonna extend the left leg out. We're gonna come into a single-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale at your own pace, fold forward over that left leg. So really intentionally starting out slow this morning. Relax through jaw. As you stay here, let the breath guide you deeper, slowly. Two more full breaths to low back, all the way down to the hamstrings, and maybe reaching into the calf muscle. Now walk your way back up. Prop yourself up onto that right knee, and now lift up and open for this modified Vashisthasana, just re-extending, opening through the torso. Yeah, beautiful. Exhale, ease your way back down. And we'll take this whole sequence on the second side. So starting with the soles of the feet on the ground. Pick up the right leg, cross your ankle over the thigh. And get a little movement side to side if that feels good. Keep lifting through your heart here. And stacking shins or bringing that right shin in front of the left for a basic cross-legged position. Left hand in line with the hip. Inhale, right arm floats to the sky. Exhale, reach up and over, expanding through this right side body. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Fill your torso up with breath. Soften through that right shoulder. There's an inclination to draw the right shoulder up to the ear. Intentionally draw it down and away. Yeah, that's it, Lisa. And then moving into that side bend twist. Bring the right hand down to the outside of the foot. Start to turn towards the thigh. Shoulders draw away from your ears. Breathe into this right side of the low back. Yeah, you can always exhale out the mouth as an extra release. Beautiful. Taking just a few more deep breaths here. And moving into our next stretch, take the right arm up and around, over to the right, hovering 6 to 12 inches above the ground. Head hangs super heavy towards the shoulder. And then just breathe into the side of the neck. Letting it wash down to the shoulder, to the arm. Reaching through that right hand, ease your way back up. Extend the right leg forward, setting up for this single-legged forward fold. Inhale, arms stretch the sky. Exhale, fold over the left side. Once again, you're not trying to go super deep here. It's more that you're waking up these areas of the body. So let the breath warm you up from the inside and draw you deeper into the pose. There'll be plenty of time to move deeper. So just letting your body naturally open up here. A few more breaths. Inhale, walk your way back up, coming into that modified Vashisthasana. Left hand comes back behind you, prop up onto the left knee. Reach up and open, taking just a few deep breaths, expanding into the belly and the chest. And then slowly at your own pace, ease your way back down. Cross your ankles and come forward onto hands and knees. We'll work with some basic cat-cow here. So on your inhale, scooping the chest, opening the front body. Exhale, rounding the spine. Just get into a rhythm that feels good to your body here. And if you'd like to add on and come into a variation on up dog, or maybe some hip circles, maybe child's pose sounds delicious and you want to take a few breaths there. We'll be here for about 3 to 5 more breaths. Shifting, moving. Go lock the door. Make your way back to your first downward facing dog as a practice. Curling your toes under, yeah, nice, Christina, reaching hips up and back. Feeling for that long line of energy in the spine. If it feels good, walk your dog here, bending and straightening the legs. You can always exhale out the mouth for an extra release. Yeah. Take just a few more breaths here in this inversion. Your exhale, bend your knees, walk your hands to the back of your mat so you arrive in a basic forward fold. Knees can be bent, especially if your hamstrings or low back are tight. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. Once more, inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, come all the way upright. Arms sweep overhead. Little back bend if that feels good. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Beautiful breathing. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, slow and controlled, Uttanasana. Inhale for that spinal extension. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, walk your hands forward, all the way into a plank or to all fours. Our first vinyasa here, exhale, slowly chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Exhale, ease your knees down to the earth. Cross your ankles, make your way all the way onto your back for some morning core work. So make sure you have a prop. Is anyone propless? No, good, okay, excellent. I'm the only propless person, but I can't do core, so yeah. Place your prop in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. And then part of that optionality this morning, so if your low back is bothering you, or if your hips are bothering you, or your hamstrings, you can always keep the feet on the ground and work the core from more the lower abdominals. Otherwise, pick your feet up, either knees bent at 90-degree angle, that's the other option, or extend the legs straight up to the sky. Wherever you are, though, activate the feet. So the toes are spreading wide, there's engagement all the way up through the legs. Interlace your hands behind your head. Take a huge breath down into the low back. Hold the breath, press mid-back in the mat. Curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more, pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath, press mid-back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift, pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders, taking an extra breath. Deep breath down into the low back. Hold full, press mid-back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze, exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift, squeeze a little more, pull belly down, awesome. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid-back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift, squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid-back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift, squeeze a little more, draw belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. All right, we're gonna move into 3-part twisting ab with a prop. You all bring your legs down like, oh, I need a break. Okay, this is for Christmas Eve dinner, or whatever festivities you have over the next few days. All right, here we go. Re-extend your legs. You guys did that in sync, it was beautiful. All right, deep breath down into the low back. Hold that breath, press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze the prop a second time, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Squeeze your prop. Tuck tailbone again. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, torso back to center, hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat, curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh, yes. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, squeeze your prop. Exhale, reach legs as high as you can, nice Jen. Reach elbows higher, pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Take an extra breath. Deep breath down into the low back. Hold full. Press mid back in the mat. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders come up. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, keep torso as it is. Squeeze your prop. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Squeeze your prop. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, squeeze your prop. Exhale, shoulders lift higher, elbows look higher, nice Adam. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. We've got one more round. All right, take a deep breath in. Hold that breath, squeeze your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders come up. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up, squeeze your mat. Tuck tailbone a little more, exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Nice, Louise. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale to center, squeeze your mat. Tuck tailbone, exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Good, squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, squeeze your prop. Exhale, shoulders lift higher, legs lift higher, come up as high as you can. And release. Set your prop aside. We're done with abs. Let's do a full body stretch here. So either in Baddha Konasana or extend your legs out in front of you and reach your arms overhead. Just stretch out to the torso. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Set up for a bridge pose. So knees stacked directly over your heels, feet about hip width apart. On your inhale, peel your spine up and away from the mat, lifting into bridge. You're welcome to use a prop in between your thighs or under your hips for additional support here. Breathing down into the core, expanding all those muscles that just contracted. You want to make your core strong but still flexible. Close your eyes, draw your attention inward. About 5 more breaths here. Last inhale, maybe the hips lift a little bit higher. Exhale, remove any props, slowly lower your spine back down to the earth. Release your back body here by either pressing the thighs away or hugging your knees into your chest. If it feels good, you can rock it side to side as well. Make your way over to your left side. Keep your neck relaxed, press yourself up, all the way forward onto hands and knees. And then ease your way down onto your forearms, setting up for a basic dolphin. All right, elbows directly under shoulders, forearms either parallel or hands clasped here. Lift the shoulders up away from the elbows. Relax your head. Exhale. Tuck your toes under. Hips extend to the sky for dolphin. Get that full breath going. Nice. Maybe in the new year, oh, I won't be here long enough. I was going to bring the dolphin song back, but I won't be here long enough. Lisa's like, I'm good without the dolphin song.
I can just sing it for y'all.
Oh, perfect. Keep lifting the hips high. Let your head hang. Yeah, good, Megan. On your next inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Spread your toes. Let the length of that leg take some of the weight out of your shoulders because it's directionally extending upward. Exhale, slowly lower the left leg. Inhale, right leg floats to the sky. Yes, beautiful. Nice. Spread through the toes, reach that leg long. Good, Louise. Good, Joanne. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, ease that leg down. Take 3 more breaths in dolphin. Maybe tiptoeing the toes in. Good. Hips extend up so you're even more perpendicular with the earth. And then slowly knees to the earth, child's pose, embryo, or puppy. Give yourself a moment to just surrender. Yeah, but if you want to stay in dolphin, you can. It's totally up to you. It's your practice, remember. Deep, long breaths, especially into your upper back. Letting that expand down the mid and lower spine. Feeling for space here. Reconnect to your intention. This class as a gift to yourself this morning. Over the next 1 to 3 breaths, make your way back up to hands and knees. You can take some cat-cows if that feels good. But over the next 3 breaths, make your way back to your downward facing dog. So there's no rush to get there, but eventually arriving in this inversion. Noticing what's shifted. A few more breaths in your down dog, or to get into your down dog. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale all the air out, step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it in. Inhale, come all the way upright, arms reach tall overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, to center. Awesome breathing. Classical suns, inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Move at your own pace here. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Huge breath, lift and open. Take any version you'd like here. Knee can be lifted or lowered. Hands can be extended or resting on the thigh. Take a few intentional breaths into the core, up to the heart. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Knees can always come down for support. You're welcome to go directly to down dog or flow slowly. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing Your next exhale, step left foot forward, lunge or low lunge. Lift and open. And then settle into your pose while still strengthening. So the legs are hugging together, the torso is extending long, the heart is lifted. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Flowing through that inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, lower hands to mat, step to plank. Go with your own breath pace. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, good, Joya. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Exhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, lower hands to mat, forward folds. Inhale to rise all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice, keep going. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Move with your breath, lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. Chaturanga, forward rising to down dog. Open the heart, exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, lower hands, forward fold. Drawing into the belly, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round here, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Beautiful. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Nice, Eliza. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step forward to your folds. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Do 2 more rounds at your own pace. So each round is when you come back up to standing. So go with your own breath, flow. Here's the key. When you step the right foot back, when you come back up, you're going to step the right foot forward. So that's how you remember. If you want to add in some extra poses or an extra breath, go for it. Really listen to your body as you flow here. Yeah, beautiful. This is your time to truly listen to yourself. This gift of fluidity, of movement. Finishing on up, completing, balancing out wherever you are. We're going to end up standing at the top of the mat in mountain pose. It's not a rush, but as you arrive to your standing position, stay, close your eyes. Focus on the breath. If you're still flowing, just catch up with us when it feels right. Everyone else, extend your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit back to chair pose, Uttanasana. Lifting through your heart. And do whatever you'd like with your arms here. Elbows can bend, or arms can reach behind you. And keep them extended. Take one more inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, dive into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, place your hand on the mat, step your way back to plank pose. Knees can come down for support. Exhale, slowly lower triangle. Inhale, scoop the chest, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Yeah, you can always exhale out the mouth as that pressure release valve. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly extend that left leg up and back. Spread your toes, reach that leg long. And then check in. Is there a way to make this pose feel better to your body? And that doesn't mean less intense, it means feel better. Sometimes those are the same thing, sometimes they're different. Maybe lift the leg a little bit higher. Yes. Exhale without momentum. Step left foot forward. Rise up to warrior two. So back heel roots down. Rising up to face the window side of the room. Just taking a moment, settling into your warrior. Filling this shape up with breath. Shoulder shrugs, release the arms down in front of you. So we're going to take this a step further today. Our goal is to release some of the shoulds that are hanging out in our shoulders. Those root words are for the same thing. So, release your arms down in front of you. Take a huge breath in, fill up your shoulders and upper back. Lift the shoulders up as high as you can. Keep holding the breath, draw the shoulders straight back. Yes, good, David. Keep squeezing, exhale, pull the shoulder blades down. Just scraping out some of those shoulds. Take a deep breath into the upper back. Hold the breath, squeeze mid-shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing, draw shoulder blades down. Good, inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull it all down. Inhale, release the arms, roll out the shoulders. And do one more round here. Keep the arms soft in front of you. Deep breath into the upper back. Hold that breath, shoulders go up as high as you can. Squeeze them straight back, that's it, Christina. Keep squeezing. Exhale, drag shoulder blades down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine. Keep squeezing, pull them straight down. Inhale into the upper back. Hold the breath, bend elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull it all down. And then release the arms, roll out through the shoulders. Float your arms back up. Exhale, come forward into extended warrior. Bring the left forearm down to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up overhead, lengthening through this right side body. Breathe into this right side of the torso. Really expanding from the outer edge of that right foot with your breath all the way up through the fingertips. Coming into a heart opener. Lower that right hand to the ground and then reach the right arm straight up to the sky and back, opening through the chest here. If you'd like, you can bring that left hand down to the ground or a block the inside of that left leg. Yeah, good. Keep breathing here into the chest. Exhale, release the right arm behind you. Either grabbing hold of the inside of the left leg with that right hand or hooking your hand into your pants. Draw that shoulder on the back, let your head hang heavy. Now you're welcome to stay in this bind or come into a full bind. Bring the left hand down to the ground, clasping hands under that left leg. Good. If you're working with that full bind, keep drawing the right shoulder blade back. Good shift. Opening through the chest. Awesome. Take 2 more breaths here wherever you are. Unwind the arms, fire up your core, come all the way back upright through warrior 2. And then straighten out the left leg for triangle pose. You may want to shorten your stance a bit. Inch that left hand forward and then down, extending the right arm up to the sky, coming into Trikonasana triangle. You're welcome to take a prop with you for support here. Yeah. Find this single plane. Reaching from fingertips to fingertips. Gorgeous poses. Fill this pose with breath. Just need to draw the right shoulder blade onto your back more. Yeah, there you go. Then reach the fingertips to the sky. Nice. Lisa, soften the right hand so that it's not pushing so much out to the fingertips. That's it. Now you're welcome to stay here or take this into a balance, coming into Ardha Chandrasana half moon, rocking your weight forward into that left foot, bringing a block with you if you'd like, reaching the right arm and right leg up to the sky. Yes. If you love the bind here, you're welcome to take that. Few more breaths. Release the bind if you haven't. Exhale, lower the right hand down, hug the right knee into your chest, and then reach leg right back to the back of your mat so you're in a low lunge. Your choice, knee can be lifted or lowered here. Come down with the hips so they're reaching towards the ground. Keep squeezing the inner thighs towards one another. So either the knee is lifted or lowered, but regardless of where you are, you've got that adduction happening. Hugging inner thighs towards one another. Now moving into a spinal twist. Right hand stays on the ground or comes to your block. Inhale, left hand to thigh or left arm reaches up to the sky. Opening up. Yes, awesome. Fill up chest with oxygen. With your exhale, connect back to your core, bring out from your center. Lisa, lift more through the left side of the chest. Yes. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Lounge, lunge. So everybody bring the right knee down if it's not already. Right hand comes a little bit in front of the right shoulder, and then you're going to turn the torso towards this left leg. So turn the entire torso towards this left leg, and then wrap the left arm around the left thigh. Relax the right hip towards the ground. That's it, even more, Louise. So your right hip is just coming all the way to the ground. Yeah, and if it bothers your wrist, you can always prop up onto a block, come down to your elbow. This is really good for the outer hip, IT band, TFL, obliques. Keep reaching through that right leg. We'll take 2 more breaths. Inhale, turn your torso back to face the mat. Your choice, curl the back toes under or keep the knee down on the ground for support. Inhale, come up to crescent lunge. Arms reach to the sky. We won't be here for super long. Just extending, opening back up. If a back bend is part of your practice and feels good, you can start to lean back, opening more into the torso. 2 more full breaths. Exhale, release the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Lower that right heel down to the ground. You're welcome to stay upright here, opening through the heart, or dive it forward, coming into ostrich. This can also be accomplished with the right knee on the ground. If that's too much on the shoulders, you can always bring the hands down to the mat, stretching the hips that way. Yes. Relax your head. Deep breaths down into the hips. And let that openness translate up into the shoulders and upper back. Exhale, lower the clasp. Bring your hands all the way down to the ground. Step your way back to plank pose. Your choice, directly to that down dog or flow through vinyasa. Moving with your breath. We'll all meet up in downward facing. Remember, this is your practice. This is a gift to yourself. So if you need to shift something around or take a child's pose, you always have the option and the ability to do what your body is craving. From your down dog, inhale, extend the right leg up and back. Yeah, spread the toes, reach that leg long. Use this leg as an extension of your spine to find more space. I like to imagine myself getting taller as I reach through that right leg. Some of you that resonates, some of you are like, I'm tall enough. On your exhale, step right foot through, coming up to warrior 2 on this right side. Take a moment, settle into your warrior. Feel the strength of this pose and then modify it as needed. So you want equal weight between your legs, but if it doesn't feel quite right, maybe shifting the feet forward and back. Maybe coming in and out of the pose to find that sweet spot of intensity and ease. Kite talk. On your inhale, you're going to flip the palms up to the sky. You're going to draw with the thumb or lead with the thumb down. On exhale, start to rotate through the chest. Roll it down, just the upper chest. On inhale, peel it back open, palms flip, heart lifts to the sky. Exhale, roll it over, slow and controlled. Yes. Inhale to open it back up. Exhale, slow and controlled. Shoulder blades rise. Roll it down. Open it back up. Do that twice more at your own pace. It's funny how something so simple can feel like so much. Awesome breathing, last round. Moving into bringing that right forearm down to the thigh, reaching the left arm forward, opening up in this side angle. Or extended warrior, whatever you want to call it. Breathe into this left side body. Very intentionally pressing down to the outer edge of that left foot. And then using that as your foundation to reach that left arm overhead. Fill all of that space up with breath. Moving into a heart opener, lower the left hand down, and then scoop it up and back, opening through this left side of the chest. Head sinks heavy towards the ground. You can bring the right hand down to the ground or block here if you'd like. Coming into your half bind, bring the left arm behind your back, either hooking the hand in clothing or grabbing hold of the inside of the right thigh. Keep opening up through the left side of the chest. Head hangs heavy. If you'd like to move into the full bind, scoot that right hand to the ground, clasp your hands under that right leg. Open up through the chest here. Yes. Good. If that bothers your left shoulder at all, keep the left hand on the hip instead. There you go. 2 more breaths. Inhale, release the arms. Fire up the legs, come all the way back up, warrior 2. And then straighten out that right leg for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Reach the right arm forward and down, left hand to the sky. Using a block here if you'd like, placing it under that left hand for extra support here. And by left hand, I meant right hand. Reaching through the left hand up to the sky. Staying here or moving into that balance. I think you all have to do the balance because you all doing it on the other side. So rocking forward, right fingertips to the outer edge of the right foot. Bring a block with you if you'd like. Take a bind if that's part of your practice. And then lift that left leg at least as high as your hip. There you go. Feel the strength inherent in this pose. Yes. All right, release the bind if you haven't. Lower the left hand to the ground. Step that left foot to the back of your mat. Coming into this lunge. Now you have the choice. Back knee can be lifted or lowered. Hands are on the ground for support here. Squeeze the thighs towards one another. So you're not just sinking into the pose, but you've got strong muscle activation. Breathing down into this left hip, left quad. Moving into our spinal twist. Lift the hip up before you come into the twist. So you've got a straight line either from the toes to the hip or from the knees to the hip. Keep the left hand rooted. Inhale, right arm extend to the sky for your spinal twist. You can always place that left hand on the block. Yeah, awesome. Fill up this pose with breath. Beautiful breathing, David. Take 2 more breaths here. Exhale, lower the right hand down to the ground, lower the left knee down if it's not already. Coming into this lounge lunge, start to turn the torso towards the right thigh. Let the left side of the body relax towards the ground. Once again, you have the option to come onto the forearm of this left hand, on this left side rather. Bringing it to a block or the ground. And then wrap that right arm around the quad. Breathe into this left side body. Reach strongly through the left leg. Two more breaths here. Inhale, turn back to face the mat. Your choice, back knee can be lifted or lower. Fire up the legs. Inhale, open up with the arms, either lunge or crescent lunge. So back knee is lifted or lowered. Few deep breaths here, opening up through the torso. Maybe a little back bend if that feels good. Shoulders soft. Exhale, release the arms behind you. Rotate so the left heel is rooted on the ground for extra support. Draw the knuckles down. You're welcome to stay here. Or come into your ostrich. Dive forward, bringing the torso to the inside of that right thigh. Reaching the clasped hands up and away. If that feels like too much, hands can always come down to the ground, working with the hips. Breathing into this stretch. Yeah, let your head go. Even if you think your head is gone, not gone, that would be weird. Even if you think your head is heavy, let it be even heavier. 2 more breaths here. Lower the class. Release your hands to the mat. Make your way back to plank pose. Your choice, direct sitting down dog or flow through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, inhale cobra or up dog. Exhale all the way back to downward. Take a deep breath into your down dog. On exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, arriving in your forward fold. We're gonna hang out in your forward fold for a few breaths here, letting gravity open up the hamstrings. So whatever you'd like with your arms here, you can interlace hands with opposite elbow for ragdoll. You can grab hold of the big toes, or even take that gorilla pose, walking the soles of your feet onto the palms of your hands. If there's a different version you like, you can take that instead. Let your head go. There you go. Release the arms. Inhale, half a lift that spinal extension. Exhale to fold it in. And inhale, come all the way upright, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're gonna shift to a wall here. So make your way to a wall. I recommend using that wall and that wall, not the window side. If you really love the windows, you're welcome to stay there. It's your practice. Your prerogative. Squeeze a little bit. Yeah. You don't need much width here, just the width of your mat, that's it. I'm gonna stay up here, away from you all. All right. So, working with some inversions of choice. So, first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna show a few of them, and then we're gonna be doing them together. So, first thing we're gonna do, forward fold against the wall. You're gonna hang out here. Your feet are gonna be close together. Mine just can't be right now. You're gonna fold into the wall, knees can be bent, upper back presses into the wall, getting a little bit deeper into the hamstrings. Hanging out here, between 5 and 7 breaths, and then easing your way out. So the goal here is if the wall was not there, you'd be somersaulting forward. Pose 1. Pose 2. We're gonna come into shower pose. You're gonna walk your feet back so you've got it basically an L shape here. Chest presses toward the earth. Activate the core by tucking tailbone so you're not sinking in the low back. Press into the wall, let the chest hang. About 5 breaths in there. And then we're gonna come to the ground and play around with a few inversions. Any questions on those 2 poses? Okay, so turn towards the wall. Be about 2 feet away from the wall to start. Exhale into your forward fold. Roll into the wall with your upper back. You may need to walk the feet closer or further away. Just play around with the distance. Yes, awesome. And then just lean into the wall. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Feet are about hip width apart here. Let the head hang. Super heavy. Maybe even lift the hands above the ground because you don't need them here. Yeah, and then get the breath going. Nice. Last exhale here. Shift the weight more into your heels. Press into the wall, into the ground, make your way back up. Come immediately into your shower pose. So inching the feet back, so you've got like basically the length of your torso. Press your hands into the wall about hip height. Tuck tailbone and let the chest rest towards the ground. For some of us, you're gonna feel basically nothing here. And that's where you focus on the core engagement and really pressing into the wall, letting your chest hang. If you feel a lot, then breathe in to where you're feeling. Exhale, walk your feet back up towards the wall. Come on out of your shower pose. Still have no idea why it's called shower pose. All right. Might feel really good if you're in the shower. That's the best determination we've gotten so far. Feels really good in the shower. Back, water on the back. Okay. Stop and rumbling now. So we're gonna set up for either a dolphin on the wall or a down dog on the wall. And then you're gonna either do that twice or you're gonna play around with a forearm balance or a handstand. So it's a choose your own adventure. I'm gonna show you real quick this inversion. Most of you know it, but just a really quick refresher. So where your heels are, you're gonna mark that spot with your mind or with your block. You're gonna either come down to your forearms at that point or the palms of your hands. So wherever your heels were, either the elbows go there or the hands go there. You can tuck the toes under into a shortened down dog or dolphin. Then you're gonna walk the feet up hip height. Knees stay super bent to start, and then start to straighten out the legs. Come into your inversion. Hanging out here for anywhere between 2 and 10 breaths. Then you have the option to extend the legs up to the sky, play around a little bit with this balance, and then ease your way out of that. So part 1 is down dog or dolphin on the wall. Part 2, you can either do that again, or you can turn to the wall. I'm not going to do a handstand today because I don't trust myself to do that with this belly. But you'll face away from the wall and you'll exhale, kick up into handstand or forearm balance. You want to be about 6 inches away from the wall so you don't hit your head. Any questions? Between 2 and 10 breaths, twice through, whatever you choose. All right, go for it. If you need support, wave me over. I'll put my mask on and come assist you if you'd like. Otherwise, count your own breath, count your own time, upside down. Core is active. Tuck tailbone. Yes, shaking is good here. Good, tuck tailbone a little bit more, medium. That's it, that's the shift. Awesome. Yeah, make sure you take a break in between your poses. Nice, Adam. And if this feels like too much, you can always just work with down dog or dolphin. You can always work with a down dog or dolphin and use the wall as an extension with your leg to press into. That feels delicious as well. A few more moments upside down. If you're done being upside down, you can take a child's pose. About equivalent of 5 more breaths if you're playing upside down. And then everyone make your way to a child's pose or to a seat, whatever allows you to rest. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths. From here, you're welcome to stay at your spot on the wall or make your way back to your spot in the center of the room. It's up to you. You can come all the way down onto the back, setting up for a reclined pigeon. If you're still at the wall, you can use the wall for your reclining position. If you've scooched away from the wall, you'll just use your legs. So crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, hugging the right knee towards the chest. If you're using the wall, the right leg will be on the wall, left ankle will be crossed over the thigh. You'll use the wall as leverage rather than having to clasp hands behind that right leg. Breathe down into that left hip. And press the low back into the mat so this becomes a back extender as well. And then switch sides. Crossing the right ankle over the left thigh. About 5 breaths here. Once you feel more or less balance between the two sides, come into any final pose or movement of choice. Those of you online, I'm gonna say goodbye because I'm gonna play some music. So those of you online, you get to play whatever music you want and finish your practice with Shavasana.